What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. It is Dungeon Defenders 2 update day, y'all. Now, this is more of a hot fix than a full-blown update. However, it does have some exciting stuff in it. As previously mentioned, the Abyss Lord got some changes, and they're quite nice, I'm not going to lie. Now, this update is currently already live on Steam and Xbox as of the recording of this video. It will be up on PlayStation shortly. They didn't say when, but assuming later afternoon, this afternoon today. Not positive on that, but we are hoping. Now, first off, let's jump right into these Abyss Lord changes. Change the Abyss Lord hero damage multiplier to 5. So this was actually a slight reduction, as in the previous patch it was changed to 7. This is a little bit of a balance change, as the damage multiplier was a touch on the high side. Change the right-click scaler of the Abyss Lord to 3, or from 3 to 2, and then the Abyss Lord can now hold the right-click down to auto-activate their fully charged attack. Now, a lot of folks that were playing Abyss Lords in a hero damage variety, or even an AP variety with the right book in the past, were using the right-click auto-clicker spam. Just holding down your alternate fire is going to just wreck it. Now, additionally, the cast time was reduced on that. It was 1.5 seconds, now it's down to 1.25, and it's going to match up with the animation a little bit better. Now, abilities. The Abyssal Stone now has a 10-second cooldown, but the damage scaler has been increased. So if you're playing an AP or an ability power Abyss Lord and you like using those stones, you're no longer going to be able to spam them down. However, they are going to be doing more damage. Direct Command now has a 20-second cooldown, but can affect multiple towers at once within its radius. So if you have a string of archers, a string of ramsters and archers, whatever you have set up, you're going to be able to buff them all at the same time. This is quite huge as well if you enjoy that playstyle. And then the Abyss Fountain Heal. Change the healing fountain to a static heal percentage to allow it to be viable for all setups. So you're going to get effective healing out of the heal no matter how you are set up on your Abyss Lord. Power Overwhelming got a big buff. The ability power was 30% and now it's 50%. So if you are playing that ability power Abyss Lord, you just got a raw damage buff straight out of the gates. Additionally, Shattering Stone, it now works correctly and has been buffed from 400% to 2500%. Oh yeah, use Shattering Stone if you're wanting to go ability power on your Abyss Lord. Now, there were an absolute ton of balance changes in this update as well. As always, I will have a full link down in the description to take you over to the full patch notes where you can read through them all step by step. Lots of changes. None of them are anything that you're going to panic and say, oh my god, this just got nerfed into the ground. Most of them are buffs. Even the core health got buffed. So increased C8 cores now have the same health as Onslaught Floor 100. C9 cores now have the same health as Onslaught Floor 350. So if a goblin breathes on your core, it's no longer going to get insta-killed. You've got a little bit of health there to work with. Now, Chaos 8 Mastery was changed as well. It has a 50 Ascension talent cap, and C9 Mastery has a 100 Ascension talent cap. And then additionally, there was an absolute ton of bug fixes in the mix as well. Now let's get back into that Abyss Lord, as you know, it's just really looking shiny to me personally. Now here's a few things to note. Now I know that a lot of this update was focused on the Shattering Stone and the Abyss Stone. However, I personally am more excited about the HD changes to the Abyss Lord, the hero damage changes. The right-click ability, you can now just hold down. So I'm holding down my secondary attack right now, and it's releasing our fully charged skeletons. As we look here, they're hitting for, or they're critting for 10.7 million. The normal hit is 6.7 million. And you might say, oh, well, that's just nothing. You're an endgame player. Well, here's the kicker. I don't have any loot on. I don't have any gear on at all except the book. So none of these shards are taking effect. In fact, even all of my book shards, they're just placeholders. None of them are even upgraded. So I think there's a bunch of potential here with this alternate fire on the Abyss Lord, y'all. Now, one of the things about playing the Abyss Lord actively is it has one of the better crowd control elements in the game, with that second ability being a stun. You can easily throw it down and instantly stun assassins off of yourself, plus just stunning the packs. It's an AoE stun, so you're going to be able to still spam that out there. Now, diminishing returns, of course, is going to kick in. However, the cooldown on it is super low, so you're going to be able to get them out there quite a ton. But here's another thing that's got me excited. The cooldowns on the Abyss Stone and on the Direct Command were both changed. Here's a look at that Direct Command range for anybody curious. If you have, say, 3 Skeletal Archers down, we're going to have to wait for that cooldown to come up now, of course. If you have multiple Skeletal Archers down, you don't have the ability to run up and Direct Command just one of them now. You can Direct Command the entire pack of them and get them all screaming. Now, the Ramster, I just can only imagine what it's going to look like with 3 Ramsters in the lane, with all 3 of them being Direct Commanded. It's going to be beast. But anyway, getting back to the hero damage element. Now, previously, if you wanted to play a hero damage Abyss Lord, one of the strongest hero damage, well, ability power as well, mods in the game is focused power. Now, one of the issues with the Abyss Lord in the past is it just didn't have a bunch of cooldowns to work with. Of course, the more things you have on cooldown, the more benefit you get from focused power. The same thing for focused OP, or focused OP, focused AP for that matter. Now you got your pet cooldown, which is normally a long one. If you're playing with a Drago, it's going to be a 60-second cooldown. But now you also have 2 other cooldowns to work in the mix, which are 2 direct damage multipliers. So even if you have no Abyss Lord towers down and you're playing the Abyss Lord actively, you can drop that Direct Command, but you can also drop your stone, and you've got a 10-second window with 3 abilities on cooldown. Your pet, your stone, and your Direct Command. That's going to give you a 10-second window with all 3 stacked, or just a massive benefit out of focused power. Now, I'm not using focused power on this weapon yet. I've yet to fine-tune a set and put it together, but I am super stoked, first off, to see, you know, for a lazy player like myself, I'm not afraid to grind a game, y'all, but you guys all know I try to take the laziest route as possible to have to keep mashing a bunch of buttons. I don't want to mash a bunch of buttons. Now, on that aspect, I feel like this is definitely going to be a build worth looking at, just using that right click to go down through and blast some lanes. Now, of course, it is questionable as far as boss damage. As far as lane clearing potential, you are going to have some really good crowd control with what could be really some serious lane clearers, no doubt. So, like I said, doing 6 and 10 million respectively without any gear or shards other than a book. Now, that does include my ancient power, of course, so I've got the full bit into my hero damage there, but it's just exciting stuff, and I think it's going to be worth a look at the Abyss Lord. I know there's a lot of Abyss Lord fans out there. Partek, you need to instantly reinstall the game if you're watching this video and get your Abyss Lord rocking. I have faith in you. I know you could do it. There's a lot of Abyss Lord fans out there that have not been playing the Abyss Lord, even though that's their preferred hero, just because of the damage potential. And I think right now is a great time to give the active Abyss Lord another look, whether you're playing it as ability power or hero damage. Now, I personally am definitely going to set up a hero damage Abyss Lord, and I'm excited to see what it can do. But that will do it for now. As I mentioned, a link to the full patch notes is down in the description, so make sure to head on over there and check it out. But, you know, it's just a hotfix today, but it's kind of a hotfix that feels good. Not gonna lie, this wasn't a terrible thing, no doubt about it. So, once again, that will do it for now. Thanks a ton. I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.